So I will tell you what I did do, and I'm going to tell you what not to do because of that. So as a reminder, I have a 20-foot Intex pool by 48 inches, and it's the best way power skill to love series pool. And really what's been happening is I wanted to check the salt level. So when I first got the pool, I put in the amount of salt that it told me, and the kids splashing and evaporation, I've had to, add a few inches a couple times in the past couple of months. So in order to check the salt levels, I went out and went to the local Walmart, and I purchased these Clorox salt test strips. Okay, and problem number one with these is that when you pull it out of the container, it's glued to the back of it, and so you can't even read like 25%, maybe a third of the reading. So okay, great. Really what you're supposed to do is drop these strips in the water and it tells you. Well, I did this about 3 or 4 times over a couple of weeks, and it kept telling me I had low salt. And so I went out and, extremely low salt. So I went out and I purchased about 3 bags of salt, put it in the pool. Next thing you know, I go to run my saltwater system, and I get the indicator of code 92. And that obviously prompted me to think, okay, clearly I put too much salt in there. Where did I go wrong? Well, where I went wrong was using this Clorox test strip. So my advice to you is on the Clorox test strips, what you do is you take this and you unscrew it, turn it upside down, and dump it in the trash, because that's all it's good for. All right. What I did not do, failure to remember, again, rookie mistake, first time pool owner, sorry, but hey, learn from my mistake if you can, is I forgot that there actually is a low salt indicator on my pump. So if my salt was really too low, my pump would have told me. So now I have a high salt indicator. I know I have high salt because I put more salt in the pool. So what we're going to do here is drain the pool. Not the whole pool. I drain about 20% of it. So looking at that step right there, that's the 4th step up. I'm going to go down to this. I'm going to go down 1 step. All right. So the way I'm going to do that is basically I am going to turn off my filter for a second. Okay. Turn it off. That was the code 92 yelling at me. Okay, now that it's off, I am going to take the opportunity to backwash my pool as well. So first thing I'm going to do is turn this over to the backwash, take off the cap. I don't have a hose attached to this. Some people attach a hose to theirs. Feel free to do that, I guess, if you want to. The reason I don't is I really don't care where the water goes when it comes out of this, because where it does go is out basically into my trees, and hey, water the trees, go for it. What I do is I pull off this O-ring simply because I don't want to turn on the water and it just blows out everywhere. Okay, so I'm gonna take that. You can see the water's kind of dirty. It's been about a week since I've done this, so it's definitely time to backwash anyways. And so I'm going to go ahead and turn on the filter. The next thing I've done is put the pool on the waste function, the pump on the waste option there. The idea here is I want to just pump out water without it going through the actual sand filter. I've just backwashed the filter, that's great, so let's go ahead and do that. I did not even have my pool pump turned on and the water's coming up, so that's fine. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this on and just let that water come on out, and it'll come on back here after that pool is washed sufficiently, and add the water and see what our salt levels look like. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes. And I've got it down to that 2nd step like I wanted to, so that pump pumped out the water pretty darn good. I'm pretty happy with that. So now I have the pump in the closed position for now, and I will go ahead and begin refilling the pool with my handy dandy garden hose sitting right there. I will fill it up and I will come back and show you what the filter is now telling me at that point. Okay, it's been a couple hours since I've put water back in the pool. I guess I've gotten about halfway between the difference between what I've dropped it and added to it. So it's got more water in it, which basically means the salt is more diluted than it was, so there's less parts per million. So what I'm going to do is turn on the filter here while it's running, while it's filling, I should say. And theoretically, I should not have a code 92 here. I'm also going to boost it because I need more chlorine. So let's do that. Okay. So it's sucking water and spitting water exactly the way I want it to be. So let's go ahead and let that thing run. It's on a boost mode right now for 36 hours. That's the lowest number of hours to go for this pump. So I can turn it off later if I want to. But at the end of the day, let's go ahead and see what this does. But right now, I am not doing a code 92. Right now, I am doing a pump and a chlorinator and booster. Light, they're all green, which is ideal. So as far I'm pretty happy. I'll come back and fill up the pool and we'll see what happens with the chemicals and the balances. Okay, here we are about an hour later and we're at nothing but green lights here. So that was a 36-hour timer for the booster. And you can see the green lights showing. So we've got the pump pumping, the chlorinator chlorinating, and the booster boosting. No red lights is a good sign. No code 92, no high salt in the system. So as a reminder, what I had to do was drain this pool 20% of its capacity, fill it back up again with water to basically dilute the salt content in the water. So if you have too much salt, really all you have to do is add more water and it dilutes the salt. But pools only have so much capacity, so you have to drain the water so you can add basically clear, clean water to it. So this is now what I had to do. It's taken me a couple hours to do it, no big deal. I had to drain the pool, fill it back up. I just tested my chlorine levels as a result of what's going on right now, and that booster going for about an hour. Put my chlorine levels exactly where they needed to. The interesting thing is this pool has not been producing chlorine for the last 3 days because that high salt content warning was going on, and when that does happen, the pool filter will run the pump, but it will not run the chlorinator. The chlorinator actually just turns off. So there was no chlorine in this, and now it's exactly where I need it to be. So it's been, just like I said, a couple hours. I usually fill my pool up to where that blue line meets the wicker line, which is pretty much where I'm at right now, and the pool's good to go. So hope this helps you out. Please like and subscribe if it does. If you have any questions or anything, please drop me a message. And I do have other videos showing other things on this pool, like how to build the ladder and build this sprinkler system and things of that nature. But again, this was to show how to deal with a code 92, which is high salt content in the water. And it was real simple, real easy to do. Hope it helped you out. Again, like and subscribe. We'll talk to you soon.